I used to answer this question by saying, oh, it doesn't affect me, but maybe the older I get or the more experience I have in life, I wonder how much it does.
Alexandra Newbould's job is to watch. Case after case, courtroom after courtroom, assault trials, murder trials, life-changing admissions and decisions captured by this sketch artist.
Carter Hart walks into court and into the witness box.
Newbould was in court every day for the 8 weeks of the Hockey Canada sex assault trial, documenting the twists and turns from the very beginning.
There were many heated exchanges, and each lawyer has a different style, and they can all be rather intense. So there was definitely a lot of expressions on faces that I was really concentrating on.
Newbould focuses on faces, but objects can also play a role, such as when the complainant EM's shoes were featured.
This is EM on the screen here.
And the moment she held up that shoe, like you knew, okay,
yes,
this is a moment, I need to capture this.
Definitely. It's very dramatic. Holding up a shoe, it says a lot.
When it comes to the woman at the center of the trial, Newbould has to be careful capturing the scene while preserving her anonymity.
As you can see, there's not a lot of information in her, but I did want to at least show how her head was downcast in that moment.
With media outlets such as CBC News waiting to share her drawings with millions, the daily deadline means quick choices.
I've had many, many panicked moments, 3:58, going like, oh my gosh, and just that's it, you have to send it.
Trained in illustration, she got into the profession over a decade ago with the sketch of then Toronto Mayor Rob Ford when he was in court to try and get his job back.
My brother called me and said, hey, you should go down there and just start sketching and see what you can do. And I was like, okay. So I went down and I just went into the courtroom with my sketchbook, and there he was. He walked in and he was sitting right over there, and I did a really quick sketch of him and did a nice little portrait.
The portrait made it into the Toronto Star. These days she's now upgraded to an iPad, but the basics haven't changed.
I'm looking for all little details, expressions on people's faces, what's around in the room, body language, gestures. Those are the things I'm looking for. The most information that I can put into my drawing, the more of the story it will tell.
Over the years, she's developed a sense for moments that tell a story, such as the testimony of Norbert Boudai, convicted of first-degree murder for setting his wife on fire.
The tone that he got when he was explaining what happened and his, I don't know, it was an accident. He makes this kind of like, and that kind of attitude in such a serious moment kind of really showed what was going on in his inner world.
Have you been intimidated? I mean, you've been in some trials with some people who were convicted of some incredibly serious crimes, and it was your job to stare them right in the face and commit those portraits to memory.
For example, Dylan Millard, one of Canada's serial killers, he's one of these showboat kind of serial killers, and he would always make eye contact and kind of smile at us as we came in, so he definitely knew who I was. And he's never getting out of jail, so I don't need to worry about that. But if anything, I think he enjoyed the attention, which I didn't really want to give him, but I was doing my job.
Newbould says she tries to compartmentalize, to focus on searching for those perfect details, but it's not as easy as it used to be.
I used to answer this question by saying, oh, it doesn't affect me, but maybe the older I get or the more experience I have in life, I wonder how much it does. I'm still kind of thinking about that. How could it not, right?
Well, you've seen so many facets of humanity in those witness boxes and what happens in a courtroom. I mean, it's an amazing subject for an artist, but also, some of the worst things people can experience, I imagine.
Yes, it can be very, very dark, very dark. Yes, as an artist, it is fascinating. There's so much to draw. There's so much to work with. I love my job because I love to draw. I'm making art all day, every day, and I love that so much.